Welcome to Life Talk for Today. I am your host, author Stephanie Lahart. Thank you so very much for joining me today. On today's episode, I would like to talk about the power of hurtful words. For some of my listeners today, this episode may bring up some strong emotions, but I want to encourage you to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling so that you can begin to truly heal from within. If you have ever experienced verbal abuse, you know firsthand how it can negatively impact your life in so many ways. Let's briefly take a look at some things that you may be struggling with. You find yourself being easily angered. You doubt yourself and your capabilities. You find it extremely difficult to trust others. You battle with low self-esteem and sadness in your life. You're fearful. And some of you listening in today may be battling with an addiction. Verbal abuse is very real, and many people have experienced it to some degree. Who told you that you weren't good enough? Who told you that you never amount to anything? Who told you that nobody would ever love you? Who told you that you weren't pretty or handsome enough? Who told you that you weren't smart enough? Who made you feel unwanted? Who made you feel unloved? Who makes you feel like whatever you do is just not enough? Who made you feel like you were never wanted in the first place? Who degraded you and made you feel worthless? Who are you constantly being compared to? I'm talking about the power of hurtful words today. Words can literally destroy us if we allow them to. But today, I would like to encourage you to start your healing process. First off, I need you to be totally honest with yourself. Admit that it happened to you. You cannot afford to be in denial about this. Secondly, you need to forgive the person who spoke those ugly and hurtful words to you. Why, you may ask? So that you can begin to heal from within and free yourself from all of the bondage that's been holding you back and keeping you down. Trust me when I say this. Forgiving them is not actually for them. It's strictly for you. You need to forgive in order to truly be free. Free from all of the hurt and pain that's been weighing you down, keeping you with migraine headaches, keeping you sick in your body, keeping you angry all of the time, keeping you bound like a hostage, if you will. I get it. Words can stick to us like crazy glue, but we've got to take the steps to remove any and all things that pollute our soul. We have to take care of ourselves, and it starts with the inside first. You can pretend that all is well, but you and only you know the truth. I encourage you today to start the process. Imagine your life with laughter, smiles, happiness, and freedom. Imagine you living your life with no ill thoughts, no resentments, no hate in your heart, and no more anger. Just imagine. I mean, really give it some thought. We're talking about you being completely free for once in your life. You have the power to make it happen. And I believe today you will do this for yourself because you're deserving of a valuable life. Yes, your life is valuable, and so are you. I'm going to end the show with this. If you have been listening in today and you're the abuser, I would like to encourage you as well. Do what's right. Acknowledge what you've done. Admit what you've said. No matter how painful or ugly it may be, you have to face it head on. You must apologize to the person or persons that you verbally abused. There's no way around it. You have to do it. If you are truly sorry for what you've said, there will be no excuses, none whatsoever. Have the courage to admit that you were wrong. And if the other person is willing, take the steps to heal and start rebuilding your damaged relationship. There's no room for a bad attitude. The person or persons may not be so accepting at first, and that's understandable. But don't give up. If it's important enough to you, you'll do the work that has to be done to get past this. Verbal abuse can hurt to the core of one's soul, and you have to understand this. So with that being said, be prepared to listen. I mean, really listen to what is being said. Emotions will be all over the place at times, but you have to stay committed to making things right. Right with yourself and right with the ones you've hurt. You'll all get through this, but it's very important for you to show respect, remorse, and do your part with a willing and optimistic attitude. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope that this topic will help bring healing to families and friendships around the world. Please join me again next month. As your host, I will always discuss topics that truly matter. Topics that will cause you to think. That's what this podcast is all about. Giving you real food for thought about life. Once again, I am author Stephanie Lahart, wishing you a pleasant day. Until next time.